In this video, you'll be learning a couple of things. You will learn how to analyze price from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame. And of course, if you sit back, relax, and give us your time, more things you will, of course, pick out from this awesome video. All right, and part of what you will get from this video, I've already pointed out the daily bias. We will come to an understanding of what price will be doing today, the plans, our expectations, the decisions, and basically every step that we want from price. All of that will be covered here in this video. And in order for us to do that, we will start our analysis from the daily time frame, which is the higher time frame. And the essence is just to have a pictorial view of what is happening in the daily time frame. And of course, we will now drive our analysis down to the lower time frame until we get to our playground, which is on the 5-minute time frame. All right. Here on the 1-minute time frame, our bias is still the same. Previous year low has already been swiped, and we saw this parallel. Oh my god, my English is not working this morning, but we saw this move that came up here. We have a pullback here, okay, right? And if I'm going to draw out the pattern of what price did here, let's draw it out. And also, I believe this will also help you to understand whenever I say things like market structure, this is basically what I mean. You see, price came up, came down, we have it all the way up here, maybe some down, up again, then this. All right, we have something like this, and of course this is the pattern that I see here on the daily time frame. So if I pull this out now and put it somewhere else where we can see it, so this is the current pattern that we have on DXY on the daily time frame. Remember, this low that we picked out from is the low that took out the previous year low. All right, so now you can see how price pretty much came up, dropped the double top, took out the neckline, came down, now dropped something like a double bottom, and already has taken out the neckline of that double bottom, which is this current price action or leg in that we are on. So that's what I'm saying here is that, of course, the DXY, the market structure there seems bearish, but it's actually bullish, because if you consider the W here, all right, if you consider this move here, this move, let me bring a horizontal ray to prove more context there. You see this point here, that's the range price is currently trading at, okay? And you can see price, it's in a higher low price structure. We can see some double top here. Also, you can see double bottom forming inside of it, and of course price is still driving up. So I'm still of the opinion that the daily time frame is still bullish, of course, and we are not going to overcomplicate it. All right, so we'll head straight to the 4-minute time frame just to have an idea too what's going on there. So on the 4-minute time frame, we are currently on a sideways move, as you can see. And if you pay attention to the MACD, the moving average of the MACD is above, which is a sign of bullishness. And you can see that throughout the red histogram we have here on the MACD, you can see how that correlates to the sideways move we are seeing here. So it means that we are in the right track of the buying pressure. We can see some sideways movement. And with this, we will head straight to the 1-hour time frame. The essence of me looking at all this bigger time frame, it helps me to build up a story. It helps me to build up a trend. It helps me to understand what price is doing on a bigger scheme compared to when we are in the lower time frame, of course, in the execution ground. So having an idea of what's happening in the bigger time frame greatly helps us to know what to look out for in the smaller time frame. So with that said, this is for the 4-hour time frame. Okay, we remember the daily time frame, we saw the market structure is bullish. On the 4-hour time frame, it is bullish, but we are currently experiencing some sideways movement, which is okay. And you know the drill when it comes to sideways movement. When it comes to sideways movement, of course, we should be expecting manipulation. We should be expecting a continuation. Okay, so coming on the 1-hour time frame is quite similar to what I see on the 4-hour time frame. It's quite similar, but a little bit more extended or expanded. All right, but it's quite very similar. So I'm of the opinion that it's still bullish. If you look at the MACD, the moving average is actually above and all of that, and you can see we are currently in the red histogram side. I believe at the point where this might be turning into green, of course more buying pressure will be coming in around there on the 1 hour time frame. Oh my god, I need to go find something to eat. I know it's very early, but yeah. So now let's get to the playground. Our playground is usually on the 5-minute time frame. So here on the 5-minute time frame is where I'll be doing, you know what I like doing, I'll just draw out the previous day high and low, okay, which is the previous day high and low. We will get the PDL, which is the previous day low. We'll put this line there. We'll get the PD point, which is the midpoint of the previous day. We'll drop a line there, and of course the PD high, which is the previous day high, will drop a line at that point. And the essence of these lines I dropped is just for me to know the levels where I will be experiencing buy resistance or support depending on the direction that we are going. And of course the bigger time frame is still pointing towards for a buy. As a matter of fact, based on what I saw on the daily time frame, I don't think DXY would want to sell any further. I am of the opinion that DXY will substantially would be looking for buys, at least I might even say for the rest of the year, because considering the fact that throughout last year DXY has been selling. If I go to the daily time frame, let me go to the daily time frame and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So if you pay attention, I think from here is December 2024, this is January, from here is January. Let me get a vertical line. From here is January 2nd, okay, so you see that vertical line from there. From here is January 2nd, and you can see right after that, you can see how price pretty much sold off. And this sell-off happened throughout the whole year. Let me get the December of last year, so I'll drop another vertical line there. This is November, December, yeah, December, January, here around there. So it means that from here, all the price action here that I'm putting into this rectangular line is previous year price action, and you can see how price sold off the entire year. All right, around June, July, price started ranging where you see it comes up, goes down, comes up, goes down. Then of course the year ended, and just around January or so, you see how price came down, took out the previous year low. So I'm of the opinion that we should be experiencing a buyer pressure on DXY, at least until DXY gets to the midpoint of the previous year. At least we expect price to reach that level, at least. Then at most we expect it to reach the previous year high, okay? So I just want to paint this picture for you so you understand when we say we are bullish on the bigger time frame, that you don't get it twisted. All right, you don't get it twisted. Let's head back to our execution ground, which is the 5-minute time frame. I already pointed out to you guys the reason why we are actually bullish on the bigger time frame. So here now on our execution ground, which is we are currently on the 5-minute time frame, if we want to align, if we want price to give us the price action that aligns to what we expect, that means we want price to go down first. That's the first thing we want price to do. Where price goes down, take out the previous day low, then give us the market structure change to take us back up. This is the best ideal situation that I would want to find myself in, and the reason is because of the fact that the bigger time frame is looking for a buy, and the market condition that would make us want to execute on it and trade it like our life depends on it is if price gives us this exact expectation. And mind you, price doesn't always go one way. Price can also decide to do this where it just starts trading up. But the issue with when price starts trading up without taking the previous day low, it actually kind of reduces our confidence level on the buying bias that we saw from the higher time frame. I know this might be a bit confusing, but don't get it twisted. We can replay this video multiple times to get an understanding of what I'm trying to say. All right, with that said, guys, this is what I expect on DXY, but mind you, the most ideal situation that I would want to see is this particular move here. So with that said, I would also want to point out that today is Friday, so don't expect the best price action out there, because Fridays are usually kind of a dicey day to trade. But if I see a good setup, of course I will trade today, but if I don't need to rush it. I'll keep my money and price will keep their price, or rather market will keep their price. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed our video. I hope you liked the video and you subscribe, because we do daily bias videos like this every day from Mondays to Friday. And of course, I'll see you guys in my next video. For now, I gotta go. Take care. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye for now.